Unknown facts about the goddess Hera. In ancient Greek mythology, Hera is not only the goddess of marriage and family, but also the queen of the gods, the ruler of the heavens, the symbol of might and jealousy. Considered one of the most powerful goddesses of Olympus as the wife and sister of Zeus, Hera is not only the protector of women and marriage, but also a goddess so full of rage that the heavens tremble to protect her own honor. Hera's legend is the story of a mighty being who welcomes love with loyalty and betrayal with punishment. Admired by all the gods for her beauty, powerful enough to bring all of Olympus to its knees with her will, the inner world of this goddess is full of resentments as much as victories, tears as much as splendor. Her story is the epic of how a queen protects not only her throne, but also her heart. Hera's fate seemed written the moment she was born, when the eyes of the goddess, who emerged from the belly of Kronos, met Zeus, the ruler of the heavens. For the first time, another fire was lit. Maybe there was love at first, but Zeus's ancient habit, namely his unfaithfulness, turned this love into a battlefield after a while. Zeus turned into a cuckoo bird to deceive Hera and took refuge in her arms on a stormy night. When the goddess pressed the bird to her breast with her pitying heart, the bird turned into the king of the gods and seduced Hera. Then the glorious wedding of Olympus was held, and the gods and mortals celebrated this sacred union. However, the marriage established that day was the beginning of a lifetime of betrayals, jealousies, and punishments. Love's punished by Hera. Zeus's passion for mortal and immortal women constantly provoked the wrath of Hera. Leto, Semele, Alcmene, Io. They all suffered Hera's wrath. When Leto became pregnant by Zeus, Hera turned heaven, sea, and earth against Leto. There was no room left in the world for Apollo and Artemis. Hera had chained Eileithyia, the goddess of birth, to prevent Leto from giving birth. However, due to the nature of the divine order, that birth could not be prevented, and Apollo was born on the island of Delos. This was only one of Hera's defeats. Io carried Hera's anger in her body. Zeus had turned her into a white cow, and Hera had assigned the 100-eyed giant Argos to protect her. When Argos died, Hera engraved his eyes in the feathers of a peacock. This is why the peacock is considered Hera's sacred animal. Semele was tricked by Hera for carrying Dionysus from Zeus. Disguised as an old woman, Hera persuaded Semele to ask Zeus to manifest himself in his true form. When the king of the gods appeared, Semele was burned and Dionysus was born hidden in Zeus's thigh. Hera tried to save her pride by punishing every betrayal directly to the women in love. This was her greatest contradiction. On the one hand, she defended the sanctity of marriage. On the other hand, she spread the anger born of her own marriage throughout the world. Hera's anger was great not only against women in love, but also against other gods. Her coldness towards Athena, her ambition in the beauty contest with Aphrodite, her hatred towards Heracles were symbols of her being a mighty and unforgiving goddess. Especially her hatred towards Heracles stemmed from her love for this son of Zeus, born from a mortal woman. Hera delayed the birth of Heracles so that another child, Eurystheus, could take the throne. She sent 2 giant snakes on Heracles in his infancy, and then, in madness, forced him to attack his wife and children. His 12 labors were in fact atonements for Hera's anger. However, it would be unfair to associate Hera only with revenge. She was also the guardian of justice, order, and female honor. Her wrath was not only against treachery, but also against injustice. Hera is one of the most complex figures on Olympus. She is neither merely evil nor merely victimized. Her story is the story of the fragility inherent in power, the anger hidden behind love, and the price paid by honor. Sitting on her majestic throne with a golden crown on her head, Hera seems to say to mortals and immortals, "I am the sanctity of marriage, the cry of the betrayed heart. I am the queen, but most of all, I am a woman. My power comes from the gods, but my anger comes from within my heart." And so, as the queen of Olympus, Hera continues to reign in the eternal heavens. Her name is an echo of power, majesty, and pain that will never be forgotten.